We've got some awesome RC monster truck action about to go down today, RC drivers. Look what I got my hands on. It's the new Arrma Freedom Flyer. It's licensed by Tomfoolery Motorsports, which means it's got the Cletus McFarlane livery on here. This thing looks incredible. It goes over 50 miles an hour. It's brushless. It's ready to run. It comes with everything you need. Massive tires too, long travel shocks. Let's get out of the box and take a closer look. If you've never been into RC before, no problem. This set gives you absolutely everything you need to get up and running. There's the assembled truck as it comes out of the box. You also get a 2.4 gigahertz Spectrum SLT2 radio system. Nice and comfortable. There's your trigger, there's your steering wheel to turn it, and these are your trims to adjust steering. And on the back here, they have a throttle limiting switch. You go from 100% down to 75 and even 50 for young drivers. And I'm gonna tell you about this orange button in just a little bit. They give you a 4,000 milliamp battery pack. The 4,000 is kind of like your fuel tank size. So it's gonna give you some decent run time. And over here, they give you a charger as well to power up the battery pack. You are going to need a USB power supply for that. Here's a bag of instructions and some basic tools you might need for maintenance and some shock preload clips. Those go above the spring here and that adjusts the ride height of the truck. Now we need to take a look at the truck itself. So this truck is based on the Arrma Gorgon BLX that recently came out, super popular monster truck, and basically they changed up the livery to the Tomfoolery Motorsports Cadillac Escalade with the Cletus McFarlane graphics. Looks really cool, guys. It had this Cadillac Escalade shape to begin with, and what they've done here, just painted it white. Graphics here are decals and there is some blue paint in the back, but awesome looking monster truck body. It's got this cool molded grille. The tailgate section here is also molded, and that's because it's part of the body mounting system. And you just pull these clips out here and the body comes off if you ever need to access underneath. But check that out. It's got the Hell Yeah Brother decal on top, Cletus on the side here. Killer look, guys. Now here's the truck itself. This is awesome for backyard bashing, just having fun, hitting jumps. So it's got a composite chassis here. It's a solid piece, so it makes it ultra rigid. The battery gets loaded in from the bottom. Let me just show you how that works. You pop these two little tabs on the side and the battery will pop out. This whole thing comes out. I'm not gonna take it out because I've already got a battery in there ready to go. On all four corners, we have these Chevron style treaded tires. These will give you plenty of traction, and the rear tires will definitely kick up a lot of dirt. So since this is a monster truck, it's got some long travel suspension. There's oil inside the shocks to help damp it. Really strong suspension arms and steering knuckles on the outside. Then the rear suspension, kind of similar. You got these long travel shocks. Look how plush that is. And then strong suspension arms and hubs. Fixed links up top. And check this out too. Awesome bumpers, front and rear, and a wheelie bar in case you're ripping wheelies with this thing. Into the driveline features, which is actually built into the rear of the chassis here. It has a gear differential. That's gonna help you get around the corners. It has really heavy duty drive shafts. And then under the gear cover here is a slipper clutch. What that does is it helps lay down the power, but it also protects the transmission from shock. So when you're landing on the throttle, there's a little bit of slip to it and it doesn't blow out the gears. They've also fixed the motor in place so that doesn't move around on you. Really important stuff for people getting into the hobby. Now into electronics. They've got a metal gear servo up front. Gone are the days of the old plastic geared servo, so this is built up strong. We've got the 2-in-1 speed controller receiver combo here from Spectrum. It's a 45 amp speed controller, and this also has a feature called DSC, Dynamic Stability Control. And what that does is it gives some electronic assist to help with your driving. So if you're getting sideways with the truck powering, it's gonna do some counter steering for you just to get the truck settled in so it's under your control. Also has a cooling fan on top. There's a cooling fan over the motor, and there's your brushless motor right there, 4,000 kV. This is set up to be a fun truck, guys, for anyone to drive. We needed to go hit some jumps with this beast right now. Hitting the dirt is always fun with a two-wheel drive monster truck. I am at a spot called RC Madness in Enfield, Connecticut, one of the best tracks and hobby shops in the Northeast. And they've got this little basher area back here where we could just have some fun with this truck. And let's rip on the throttle. Look at that. Carrying wheelies are ready with the stock battery pack. Look at that. Awesome. Now that DSC I mentioned earlier, you could shut that off, you could tune it depending on how much you want it to work. And right now you just have it stock out of the box, so there's a little bit of assist, and it's just making it so easy to drive. If you're first getting into RC, what you want to do is just concentrate on going nice and slow, do some figure eights, and then you can ramp up on the action, do some donuts. Of course, we're going to hit some jumps. So it looks like they're down to 2 jumps here. They had a big jump contest this past weekend. Look at that. First jump, nice and smooth. Truck is like effortless. Basically what you want to do is start off just running up nice and smooth to the jump. Just keep on the throttle medium and let it glide over a jump. And there are different styles of jump, so you'll have to adjust your throttle, but this truck jumps awesome, guys. All right, guys, got the action cam out now, so we get a little closer to the action. That plush suspension soaks up all the bumps and ruts. A little bounce on the landings. That can be addressed by adding a little thicker oil, but depending on how you're driving this thing, most people won't need it right out of the box. Just if you're going to really big jumps. Hit the other way, it's much steeper this way. I'm sure we could actually backflip this thing. So I'll try that after this one. All right, now ready for the backflip. Keep on the throttle, rotate it, just made it, guys. Here we go, guys, big send. We're gonna do a backflip, land it. Missed it, I lost sight of it. Didn't know how to adjust the throttle. Let's try it again. Here we go. Nope, didn't have the rotation, backed out of it by hitting the brakes and dropping the nose down. Let's give it a little blip there, keep the truck level, let it land on all 4 tires. And the best thing you can do for the drivetrain is just when you're about to land, let off the throttle. That'll save your gears even more. So yeah, any spot with a lot of dirt is a blast. Look at that, it just ripped through that dirt mound. So if you got a construction site nearby, those are always fun. As long as you get permission, make sure you got permission to drive wherever you go. And then even in the grass, just watch your temperatures. So the cool thing about monster trucks is they have a higher chassis to them, so there is less friction on the grass. Still need to watch your temperatures though, because it can heat things up and you don't want to melt anything down. This grass kind of high for the truck. Really want to run in low grass, but man, it just instant wheelies in the grass. So to cycle through the different stability modes, you turn the wheel right, you hit that orange button, and it'll adjust the stability for you. This truck is one of my favorite from Arrma. Look at that send. Nice plush landing. It never disappoints every time I take one of these out. If you gotta have one, I'll have links right in the video description below. Hit up your local hobby shop. But yeah, awesome entry-level truck. If you're getting into RC, really one of the best ways you could go. There's parts everywhere for it. People love this beast. How could you not? It's just freedom tearing up the dirt, guys.